Right, the FIFA Intercontinental Cup. Now, this year is the second edition of the tournament, having taken over from its predecessor, the old 17 FIFA Club World Cup, which has since been turned into a 32-team tournament. Now, looking at the FIFA Intercontinental Cup, it is more lopsided than ever before, as the European champion plays one match and they win the whole tournament, whilst other teams must go through a series of matches, or in the case of the CONMEBOL champion, which is the South American champion, they must go through one match to reach the final. And I just think to myself, like, whilst it's somewhat meritocratic, I think the tournament is more uneven than the last 17 Club World Cup. So here is something I'd put forward to make this tournament as fair as possible. The first stage would be two groups of three. So here is what that would look like. So in the first stage, my hypothetical group stage, the teams playing would play each other once in their group. So they'd play a total of 2 matches, with the teams that finished first in each group progressing to the final, and with the teams finishing second in each group progressing to the third place playoff, and the teams that finish third in each group progress to the 5th place playoff. Now, here is the second and final stage in what would be the conclusion of the tournament. Now, the 5th place playoff would be played first, so that would be the teams that finish third in each group playing that game, and then that game would be followed by the 3rd place playoff, which would be the teams that are finishing second in each group, and then that game would be followed by the grand final, the 1st place playoff, and that would be the sides finishing first in each group. I believe this version suits more, as every team would play the same number of matches. And one thing I don't like about the current version, like I mentioned before, the fact that the European champion plays one game and wins the whole tournament doesn't really make any sense. Like there could be a scenario where an Asian champion or an African champion plays up to 3 matches to get to the final, and that to me makes little sense. I mean, I get that the European champion is the highest ranked in the tournament, but for them to play just one game and potentially win the whole tournament, it really is strange. And for me, that what's the word, that bracket of the tournament is even worse than the old 17 Club World Cup. So that's why I put forward an alternative format of this tournament, a fair system that sees everybody play the same number of matches. But what are your thoughts on this? And which version would you draft up? or does the version that I've drafted up make the most sense? I'd like to know what you think. One thing, um, with my version of the FIFA Intercontinental Cup, I took inspiration from the FIFA Confederations Cup, which was last held in 2017, and the Autumn Nations Cup in rugby, which was held in 2020. So I'll put both the FIFA Confederations Cup and Autumn Nations Cup links in the description for you, so you can have an idea of where I'm coming from.